previously in the practice.
Well, were you okay?
You might have something called chorioamnionitis, an infection of the amniotic fluid. I want to schedule an amnio. Lab results are normal, including the repeat CVC.
Meaning?
Go home.
My husband is Raymond Littlefield. He's been charged with murdering my daughter.
Your daughter, so his stepdaughter.
Yes. They claim he had an affair with her. He didn't.
We had run-ins over discipline. It probably became a typical father-daughter relationship.
With the exception that she claimed that you slept with her.
She had a history of lying, Mr. Donnell.
I don't mean to be offensive, but
What?
did the police ever consider you a suspect?
You're asking me if I killed my own daughter.
Are you accusing me of murder, Mr. Berluti?
I'm just interviewing everybody who could conceivably have a grudge against Raymond Littlefield. You two were lovers.
If I were gonna kill somebody out of anger, wouldn't I have chosen him?
Who's your suspect then?
Have you looked at his wife?
What about your mother?
What about her?
Could you conceive of her wanting to harm your sister?
My mother loved my sister. She would never hurt her.
There was some contaminated blood on the victim near the vagina. It was a trace of semen. It genetically matches your client.
I didn't kill her, Mr. Donnell.
How did that semen get there, Raymond?
Whatever else might have happened between us, I did not kill her.
Our own DNA test came back. It's your semen.
It's got to be wrong. Is there any margin for error here?
The odds that it came from somebody else are 17 million to 1. Going into a murder trial, bad odds.
It isn't mine.
Raymond, you admit having an affair with her.
I keep telling you, I hadn't slept with her for at least a week. How long can semen last?
It can last.
Even if she's taking baths? She was on the swim team, for God's sake. She was in chlorine every day.
You hadn't slept with her for more than a week.
No.
And she'd been swimming every day.
Yes. Could they have planted it, the police?
How would they even get it? This isn't blood we're talking about, it's semen.
But let's assume for a second it could have been planted. Who had access to your... Prior to Fiona's death, when was the last time you had sex with your wife?
I have to think. A day or two before, maybe 3.
Is it possible your wife planted your semen on Fiona?
Are you asking me if it's possible Kate killed Fiona? Her own daughter?
That's what I'm asking.
You want to accuse her in open court?
We're desperate. The prosecution is so confident they're not even offering murder to. They're not even charging it. They're going all the way. No parole because they know they've got you. We need something to manufacture reasonable doubt.
First of all, if my wife did this and is framing me, why would she... She's been at my side the whole time, participating in my defense.
Well, she could just be playing her part so as not to draw suspicion to herself.
Or she could be setting herself up as a witness for the defense, only to bury you once she gets up there.
That's pretty conniving.
We all know she's smart enough, and if she killed her own daughter, she is capable of anything.
So your plan is?
We let her think we think she's on our side. And then when she testifies, we ambush her and hope it flusters her enough to make her look at least possibly guilty.
What if you're wrong? What if she's completely innocent?
If we're wrong, we still might cast some suspicion on her. That at least gives us a chance at reasonable doubt.
But obviously, for it to work, you can't tell her. It has to be a surprise attack.
There's a big hole in your theory. Since this little discovery, she won't even talk to me. She says she won't testify for me.
I'll get her there.
And once you do, you accuse her of being the killer?
We call it Plan B.
You're going to say she made love to her husband to get a semen sample to plant on her own daughter who she killed.
It's possible.
Even if it is, no jury is going to believe that.
And there's another problem. Her name is on that retainer agreement. She signed it. She could be a client.
I consulted outside ethics counsel for the purpose of this agreement. He's the client, not her. We don't have to protect her.
Bobby, even if he didn't kill her, he's still a statutory rapist. Is this guy really worth putting our reputation on the line?
Our reputation is that we will do anything within the bounds of the law to win. And since when do I have to convince you of this?
Well, maybe since I'm worried about making rent.
Oh, please.
I have to admit, this time, it seems particularly disgusting.
Wait a second. This woman could be the killer. She had motive and opportunity. How do we not go after her?
They're due here in an hour. Kate and Jenny, the other stepdaughter, Beck, I need for you to talk to her.
Why?
Because she knows something. Some bad blood between her mother and Fiona, something. She wouldn't tell me what. I need you to work it out of her. And remember, you can't tip her off that we're going after her mother.
Read it and weep, baby.
unreconcile is not a word. The word is irreconcilable.
Unreconcile is certainly a word.
Look, I just get home from the hospital. All I want to do...
You want to play or not?
Not if you're going to cheat.
That's nice, Eleanor. I stay home to be with you, and you call me a cheat.
No, Helen, you stayed home ostensibly to look after me, to make sure that I stay calm, not to try and beat me with non-existent made-up
word.
The word is irreconcile.
Unreconcile would refer to accounting. Irreconcile, as in irreconcilable, would refer to our relationship at the present moment.
Raymond tells me you two aren't really speaking.
Gee.
He claims you didn't kill her.
And it wouldn't be at all like him to lie, now would it?
Look, his trial starts tomorrow. If his semen had not been found on Fiona, you wouldn't believe that he killed her, right?
But it was.
I realize that, but I want you to testify. I need you to say prior to that semen being found, you didn't think that he was capable of violence.
What good would that do him if I now think he's guilty?
It speaks to his character. And it'll help me some, and I need whatever...
I don't want to help him.
Kate, when you first came in to hire me, you were convinced that your husband was being framed.
Well, that was before they found his sperm on my daughter.
All that means is that he slept with her. It doesn't mean that he killed her. Now, you said it yourself. Somebody could be taking advantage of this so-called affair to frame him.
Well, I seriously doubt it.
But it is possible. On that possibility that this is somebody framing him, I need you to testify that from all you know about Raymond, you couldn't conceive of him being a killer. Kate, what if he is innocent?
He's a rapist,
But he's on trial for murder here. I need you to walk into that room with him, both of you, you and Jenny. The jury needs to see that. You want to divorce him after? Do it. but for the purpose of this trial.
Your mother once thought somebody with a grudge against Fiona killed her.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And did he first go to my stepfather and ask to borrow some semen?
It is possible your stepdad had sex with Fiona sometime before she was killed, and then the semen...
Can I just go?
Your mother said she had some problems with Fiona, with some of the friends she kept. She said she even got into big arguments with Fiona over it. Is that true?
So we all had problems with Fiona. She was a druggie and a liar.
But I'm told she had some particular problems. Your mother and Fiona became quite estranged for a while, didn't they?
Why do you have to drag Jenny in? I don't want her terrorized.
She has knowledge of Fiona's estrangement with her mother.
I can testify to that.
Your word might seem a little self-serving, Raymond. Plus, juries don't tend to attach that much credibility to statutory rapists. Sorry, but that's nothing compared to what you're in for tomorrow.
We've also subpoenaed Elena Wharton, the woman you were having an affair with.
Why?
Well, as luck would have it, there's a portion of the murder night she was home alone with no alibi.
What? You're gonna accuse her too?
No. The prosecution's second chair is a man we've been up against many times. Our fear is that he'll be looking for us to plan B somebody. He might try to tip that somebody off. We're calling your ex-mistress as a red herring, hoping they think she's the one we plan to ambush. We can't have Kate getting any hint that this is coming. If she's ready for us, she's too smart. We'll fall flat on our faces, and you'll be doing life with no parole.
What else?
We thought about trying to deny the affair altogether. We've decided against it. There's a good chance that the jurors have already heard about all the suppressed statements. Also, we can't put you up there to lie. And we do think you will have to testify. You just keep denying that you killed her. The DA will come hard. You hold fast. You didn't kill her.
Which is the truth.
Okay. We'll see you in court tomorrow.
Kate actually agreed to testify?
I convinced her to just see you through this trial.
You duped her. So we can ambush her on the stand?
You can certainly direct us not to do it. Your choice. See you in court.
It figures to be a lightning-quick trial, probably 2 days. All the prosecution witnesses go to science and DNA. The big question is, will Raymond Littlefield testify in his own defense? And if he does, how will he explain his affair with the victim and the presence of his semen on the victim's body?
You and I are still unreconciled?
Oh, I'm fine. Just doesn't bring me any particular joy to serve poached eggs to someone who calls me a cheater.
See, the problem is, as a DA, you expect everybody to forgive your cheating as a professional courtesy.
Oh, that's clever.
Whoa!
There's nothing wrong with the eggs.
It's not the eggs.
Are you sick again?
No, I don't think I'm sick.
What's wrong with you then?
It's her.
It's the alien?
I'm in labor.
Okay. Okay, should I call 911?
No, call the doctor, Trey.
Okay.
I am going to get dressed.
Okay.
The bag?
Okay, it's packed. Okay, what do I do now?
Helen, call the hospital.
Okay.
It was the blow just above her ear that was most likely the fatal one.
How many times was she struck with the golf club, Doctor?
There were 4 independent fractures, so we know it was at least that many times.
And the cause of death was a fractured skull.
That's correct.
In terms of trajectory, Was this a case of the club being swung downward?
No, it came in quite level, almost like the perfect baseball swing.
Yes, in fact, in your initial findings, you stated the killer was probably of similar height to the victim, didn't you, Doctor?
Well, the area she was killed was on an incline.
In your initial report, you stated the killer was probably of similar height to the victim. True or false, Doctor?
True. But I amended that finding. Upon an examination of the terrain where she was killed, it became likely that the killer was standing at a downward slope from the victim.
But you amended your finding before or after the DNA match to my client?
I believe it was after.
You're a doctor again.
Lefkowitz, Jane. Lefkowitz, look, I'm pre-registered. I'm already in the computer.
F-R-U-T-T? Yes, as in front. Listen, I know you're required by law to be as slow as humanly possible, but she's in a lot of pain here. Do you have any drugs on you?
Okay, here we go. And Dr. Lefkowitz knows that you're here?
No, we actually thought we'd wait for you to call her. Yes, she's on her way. Can we get her admitted? She's having a baby.
Who are you?
I'm the father.
We found the golf club in the golf bag in the garage.
Did you test for fingerprints?
We did. All the prints matched the defendant.
What about blood?
We were able to scrape blood samples from inside the grooves on the face of the club. DNA tests showed a genetic match with the victim.
So, under your theory, Detective, the murderer took the weapon home and just left it in his own golf bag for it to be discovered.
I'm sure he thought he had wiped it clean.
This didn't seem a little handy. My client was having an affair with the victim. If she were to be killed, he would have to know that he would be considered a suspect. And he's going to take the weapon home and leave it in plain sight for it to be discovered with blood on it.
As I said, he thought it was wiped clean.
Was it washed?
No.
And these blood scrapings, were they microscopic?
No.
You could see the blood in the grooves?
Yes.
So you want us to believe that my client put the murder weapon in his own garage, in the open, without even looking to see if there was blood on it?
Once again, our theory is that he didn't clean it as well as he thought he had.
Did you consider the possibility that somebody else planted that club?
In the course of a murder investigation, we exhaust all possibilities, counsel.
Did you consider Elena Wharton? That woman over there?
We did. We ruled her out.
She was having an affair with my client.
That's correct.
And he broke it off?
Yes.
Were you able to account for her whereabouts on the night of the murder?
She was working late in her law firm.
Until what time?
I believe until around 9 o'clock. She went home.
Can she account for her whereabouts for that whole night?
No, but we formed the impression she was truthful.
When you decided to rule her out as a suspect, that was a judgment, wasn't it, Detective? You couldn't possibly exclude her with evidence, could you?
It was a judgment made by 4 different investigators with over 100 years of combined experience.
You couldn't possibly exclude her with physical evidence, could you?
No.
They're gonna plan B the mistress. I should have guessed it.
Well, they're not going to come up very sympathetic trying to accuse her.
This is what they do, Susan. They don't care how sympathetic they come off. When they get desperate, this is what they do.
Well, we may have to call her now to refute the idea.
So who's next?
The forensic expert, then they should rest. We'll put up Raymond, get in his denial, then call the Ice Queen.
Why would she agree to testify for him? Come on.
Either because she believed me that he could possibly be innocent, or she's planning to betray him. Your guess is as good as mine.
How's it going?
So far, okay.
Eleanor's in labor.
What?
She is?
Everything is fine. She's at the hospital and Helen's with her. She doesn't want a crowd.
But everything's okay.
Everything's completely fine.
We began having a sexual relationship about 3 months prior to her death.
Mr. Littlefield, your 16-year-old stepdaughter.
I won't try to excuse it. I was guilty of despicable judgment.
Are you aware that most people find you depraved?
I suppose I am depraved. But I did not kill Fiona.
Can you account for how she was killed with one of your golf clubs?
No. She had a lot of drug acquaintances. I wouldn't call them friends. And some of them came to the house. Maybe one of them... I don't really know. All I can say, I was home that evening. I never left. I did not kill her.
Traces of semen found on her were genetically matched to you.
It had to be old semen because I didn't make love to her that day.
Can you account for how it got there?
No.
Is somebody trying to frame you, Mr. Littlefield?
I don't know. All I do know is what I've already told you. I did not kill Fiona. Her blood may be on my golf club. My semen may have been found on her, but I didn't kill her.
How many times did you sleep with her?
I'm not sure.
More than 10?
Probably.
More than 20?
I don't know.
More than 30?
It's possible.
Your 16-year-old stepdaughter.
I didn't kill her.
Yes, and you also maintained vehemently that you didn't sleep with her, didn't you, sir?
Yes.
That was a lie, wasn't it, sir?
Yes.
You lied to the police, lied to your wife, everybody. Until they identified your semen on the corpse. Then you decided to be truthful.
Obviously, I wasn't proud of having an affair with my stepdaughter.
Are you proud of killing her?
I didn't kill her.
Help us out, Mr. Littlefield. Who did?
Objection!
Sustained. You just happened to be home alone the night that your stepdaughter was murdered.
Yes.
There's nobody who can verify that you never left your house.
No.
And your semen just happened to be on her. When was the last time you saw your daughter, Mr. Littlefield?
That morning when she left for school.
Never saw her again.
No.
She had swim practice that day, didn't she?
Yes.
And how did your semen manage to get on her after swim practice?
I don't know.
You don't know? Nothing further.
He actually did okay.
You think?
I'm not saying the jury liked him, but he held tough on the denial of killing her.
Is there any chance you can win this on the elements? Reasonable doubt?
I don't know.
Look, if you can avoid Plan B, then do it. It's too risky. If you fail, you're done. I mean, if there's even a shot at reasonable doubt, then...
He's a statutory rapist. The blood was on his club. He did sleep with her, and
Kate Littlefield won't be easy. If we go after her and don't get her, it's over.
I just don't feel like we got reasonable doubt. I just don't feel it.
Jimmy?
Me neither.
Well, like Jimmy said, if you go after her, you better get her.
Why isn't anything happening?
Helen.
Oh, come on. It's been 24 hours.
Helen. I want to break your water. It'll accelerate things.
Isn't it supposed to break on its own?
Well, usually yes, but we could wait.
More of this? No, thank you.
You're breaking her water?
They shouldn't hurt. There we go.
Baby's in D-South.
The cord's compressed.
What?
Carol, fluid bolus to Brutaline, please. Okay, Eleanor, I want you on your side.
What's going on?
Give us a hand.
What is wrong?
The baby's not getting the oxygen she needs.
Oh, my God.
We're okay. I just want to see if the baby likes this position a little better.
Yeah, well, what if she doesn't?
Just give it a sec.
Baby can't breathe?
I'll just ask a few questions like we talked about, then I'll be done. It's basically just to demonstrate to the jury that you'll be with him.
Which I'm not necessarily.
Kate, you'll be under oath.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll meet you in there.
You gonna go after her on direct?
No, I'll wait till after cross. What about Jenny?
I made sure she won't be in the room. I told her we just need her back for closings.
Okay. Showtime. Who knows? Maybe she is taking the stand to bury him. That would be nice. How's she doing?
There's been some complications with the umbilical cord.
What?
Is she okay?
Heart rate's back up.
What's going on?
I want you to lay on your side like this, Eleanor. She likes this position better. Page the anesthesiologist.
Could you tell me what's going on?
The cord's wrapped around the baby's neck.
Then do a C-section. Get the baby out.
Well, I don't think Eleanor should undergo another procedure if we can help it.
Just save the baby.
What I'd like to try is something called amnio infusion. Basically, we fill your uterus up with water, try and float the baby into a better position.
I don't care what you do. You save the baby.
I want to save you both.
I was sure he didn't do it.
Why were you so sure?
Because I know Raymond. He's a peaceful man. The idea that he would ever take a golf club, and I just couldn't conceive that he could ever be capable of that.
Have you ever known him to act violently towards your daughter?
No, I haven't.
On the days leading up to your daughter's death, did Raymond say or do anything to suggest that he intended to harm your daughter?
No.
Thank you, Mrs. Littlefield.
Is he kidding?
What else could he really ask?
Why call her?
Miss Alexander.
Mrs. Littlefield. Could you ever conceive that your husband would repeatedly commit statutory rape against your daughter?
No.
So then obviously you didn't know him like you thought, did you?
No.
And after his semen was found on your daughter, are you still convinced that he didn't kill her, Mrs. Littlefield? Mrs. Littlefield, are you still convinced of your husband's innocence, yes or no? No. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Donald, redirect. Mr. Donald.
Mrs. Littlefield, where were you the night your daughter was murdered?
I beg your pardon?
Permission to treat the witness as hostile.
What's going on? There's no foundation. She's not on trial here.
Your Honor, I'd like to be able to cross-examine this witness.
Objection!
This is a murder trial. I should be allowed a wide latitude to examine this witness.
I'm not sure where you're headed, but go ahead.
Where were you the night of the murder, Mrs. Littlefield?
Excuse me?
I'd like you to answer my question.
I was at a school board meeting for Fiona and Jenny's school.
You left at what time?
Around 9 o'clock, maybe a little later.
Came home when?
A little bit before 10.
Can anybody verify that you went directly home?
Are you suggesting that I'm involved in my daughter's...
verify you went directly home?
Raymond was asleep when I got home.
So the answer is no.
I object.
Overruled.
What was your relationship with your daughter Fiona at the time of her death?
Your Honor.
Mrs. Littlefield, please answer the question.
Was your relationship with Fiona estranged at the time of her death?
I wouldn't call it estranged, no.
So if your husband and your daughter Jenny called it estranged, they would be mistaken.
No, Fiona and I had our problems, so what?
In fact, her drug problems, her drug friends threatened your social standing, didn't it?
That's ridiculous.
Your testimony suddenly and conveniently seemed to damn your husband. That was a bit of a surprise. Did you pretend to be supporting him so we would put you up there where you could then torpedo him?
Objection! Sustain!
Upon Fiona's death, you became sole beneficiary of a $2 million trust, didn't you?
I am wealthy, exclusive of that trust, Mr.
You're wealthy,
Donnell.
or your husband is?
We are. We're married.
Yes, and if you got divorced, you would lose half that estate, wouldn't you?
Objection!
By sending Mr. Littlefield off to prison, you could technically stay married, keep all the money, and not have to live with him. That works out well, doesn't it?
You've got to be kidding me.
You're a smart lady, Kate. I should have figured it out.
Objection!
Sustain!
You found out about your husband having an affair with Elena Wharton, didn't you, Kate?
So what?
And you were furious. Then you found out he was sleeping with Fiona.
Objection!
Overruled.
You made love to your husband the day before the murder. That's how you got the semen. Then you planted it on your daughter after you killed her.
Objection!
You tried to frame him.
Your Honor!
Mr. Donnell!
Which is what you're doing with your testimony.
Did you do it, Kate?
Mr. Littlefield!
Did you kill her?
Mr. Littlefield, sit down.
It does seem to be the question, Mrs. Littlefield. Did you kill your daughter?
You're disgusting, Mr. Donnell.
Are you avoiding the question?
No, I did not kill my daughter. He did.
If she's guilty, then why does she...
Could she have committed the murder?
What is the motive? What is it?
Guilty. Could she have committed the...
Did I go far enough?
I think so. I mean, there wasn't anything else to go after her with.
We rattled her anyway. I wasn't sure we would.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what now?
I doubt they'll recross. They may have a couple of cleanup witnesses, then it's closing arguments. We take what we just tried to manufacture and argue it as best we can.
Okay.
Nice touch, Raymond. Getting up like that. I didn't know you were such a good actor.
They had to fill up her uterus?
They're trying to swish the baby around into a better position.
Is it working?
They don't know.
Eugene?
Eleanor.
I'm here too, Eleanor.
She's labored down. Okay, then. Let's get you on your back, see if the infusion worked.
Okay. Oh.
It's time to push, Eleanor.
She's okay?
Who's ever staying, stay. Everybody else, out.
Why would he take the murder weapon back to his own house, not even wash it, stick it in his golf bag? Come on. This man was framed. The blood was left there on purpose. Who had access to that golf club, ladies and gentlemen? Who was in a position to get a semen sample? The woman who was estranged from the victim. The woman who would inherit $2 million upon the victim's death. The woman who would get 3 times that much if she got sole control over her husband's estate. And what better way to do that than to frame him for a crime that would give him a life sentence in prison? She did it. She had no alibi for at least an hour that night. The initial coroner's report said that the killer was the same height as the victim. She did it. She had opportunity, motive. Kate Littlefield committed this crime. She endured her husband having an affair with Elena Wharton. Then, when she discovered he was sleeping with her daughter, she would not endure that. Raymond didn't suspect her. Who could? His own wife? The victim's mother? But as she sat up in that witness chair, pretending to be testifying for him, then only quickly to cave and sink him on cross, it hit me. She even went so far as to set herself up as the ideal defense witness. She is smart, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe smart enough to get away with murder.
It's preposterous. That's all I can say. He's admitted he's been sleeping with her. She's found dead with his semen on her. The murder weapon is his golf club. And defense counsel, recognizing how insurmountable the evidence is against his client, has concocted this ridiculous tale. The absurdity of it would be comical if it weren't so cynical. And yes, depraved. As a ploy to rustle up some doubt, they employed this Pearl Harbor attack against the mother of the victim. These lawyers have done this before.
Objection!
Sustained. Argue the case, Ms. Alexander, not the attorneys.
The case is this man raped his 16-year-old stepdaughter. And then he murdered her. 3, 4, 5, push!
Oh, you're doing great. Doing great.
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are. Keep going.
How long do these things last?
Would you please?
Oh, you're doing great. Okay.
What's up? Ex parte?
Are you worried about being unethical, Bobby? Close the door. I'm going to assume you have a good faith belief that the wife might possibly be the killer.
I do.
I'm also going to assume that when you called her to the stand as your witness, she had absolutely no idea what you had in store for her. You and I disagree a lot, Bobby. But underneath all our disputes and even our occasional anger, there's always been a respect. I no longer respect you, Bobby. I tell you this not because I don't like you, but rather because I do. I always have, and I know you know that. There's no dignity in the way you practice law. Your ethical compass has become so skewed that you recently found yourself on trial for felony murder, for which you quite rightly should have been convicted. Frankly, I don't know what was more despicable today, what you did, or the look of adrenaline in your eyes while doing it.
She could be guilty.
But that's irrelevant to you. It was the love of the game I saw in your eyes. You had a client dead to right, and it was the ultimate challenge. And you had fun today, Bobby. A lot of people, when they have children, they start over a little, morally. Or they start looking at themselves through the eyes of their children. Win or lose, Bobby, I'd like you to go home tonight and hold your son.
How much longer?
Helen.
You're doing so great, Eleanor.
I can see the head.
Keep pushing.
She's almost there. They can see the head.
She isn't far away, Eleanor. One more push. Are you ready?
No!
One more push. Here we go.
I heard one more push.
One more push.
Oh, you're doing great.
Okay, I lied. One more push, but that was good. Take a deep breath and push that baby out.
Oh my God. That sounded like she was being killed.
Oh, she is beautiful. She is perfect.
She's cookie.
Here, Eleanor. Meet your little girl.
She's so beautiful.
Yes, she is. Have you thought of a name?
Yeah.
Hi. Zoe.
Zoe's beautiful.
The defendant will please rise. Madam Foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
What say you?
Commonwealth versus Raymond Littlefield on the count of murder in the first degree. We find the defendant, Raymond Littlefield, not guilty.
Silence! Everyone be quiet. Members of the jury, this completes your service. Thank you. Mr. Littlefield, you are free to go, and we are adjourned.
Murdered my daughter.
Oh, Kate, you did it. And the jury saw it.
Get him out of here.
Oh, why with?
You'll be charged with statutory rape.
Well, great job.
We thought you'd be pleased.
Oh, you think I'm guilty now?
I have no idea, Raymond. I bill you either way.
The daughter wants in.
Not with the mother.
It's just her.
Raymond.
I'll talk to her.
Proud of yourself, Dad?
Sweetheart, listen to me. I didn't kill your sister. I swear I didn't. It's possible Mom...
She didn't kill her. Trust me. Neither did you, I know. But don't you think any man who screws both of his stepdaughters deserves to rot in jail anyway? Did you tell Fiona you were in love with her, too?
Carjack. Victim evidently tried to fight him off. She got dragged. Car collided with the pickup. That's the driver of the pickup over there. He's unhurt.
Suspect?
Fled on foot. No witnesses yet.
Honey? Keep that man back. Victim's husband. I don't care. Keep him back.
Sorry, sir. No!
Where did the jacking take place?
A soubrette about a quarter-mile back. Why are you here?
I picked it up on the scanner.
Where's Justin? Where's my son? 3-year-old son was in the car. Let's get him out.
What do you see? Oh, we see him now. There's no movement.
Oh, my God.
Do you hear anything?
No, man. I see him. I'm going in.
Eleanor, you beat her. You don't have to see this.
I got him. I'm here. Take P700 in here. Ladder. Put that on the end of the back.
Are you okay, son?
Where's Mommy? Where's Mommy? Mommy. Where's Mommy?
By the time I got out of my truck, I saw somebody running away. I couldn't really tell if it was a man or a woman.
How far away was he running?
I don't know. 75, 100 yards, maybe.
You never saw his face?
No.
Detective?
Picked him up half a mile south, out of breath, bruises. He tried to run as soon as he saw us.
You say anything?
Just started screaming he didn't do it.
Read him his rights.
Done.
Get him to interrogation. I'll meet you there and get a blood test.
Sir.
I promised Eleanor I'd be by with dinner a half hour ago.
It's waiting for you at pickup.
Why can't Rebecca work late? She didn't have a baby.
All right, Jimmy.
I'm just saying, it's you and me every night, Eugene. Plus, I gotta bring Eleanor her food.
Jimmy,
Karen, what's wrong?
I need some help. It's Eddie.
God.
It isn't drugs this time. He may have... They say he killed somebody.
Nothing.
He must have been wearing gloves. None of the prints matched his.
You've dusted the whole car already.
No, but the wheel and the door so far.
And not a single witness. Nobody at the superette.
Not yet.
What happened anyway, do we know?
The husband went in to buy diapers. The victim evidently noticed his wallet on the seat. She ran in to bring it to him, ran back out. Next thing, the husband hears screaming, runs out of the store, sees his wife caught in the door while the car's speeding away, dragging her.
And this guy?
String of drug arrests, all possession. Oh, they found her purse on the side of the road about 50 yards from where they grabbed him.
What's his story?
Out jogging.
All right, let me take a shot. Alone. Eddie, my name's Helen Gamble. I'm the district attorney.
I didn't kill anybody.
The officer told you your rights, correct? He said that...
I didn't do anything.
I think you should let me speak for a second, and then you can respond, okay? We have 2 witnesses at the Superette who saw you get into the car.
Wasn't me.
The driver of the pickup also made you after the accident. Now, here's the thing. We do figure this to be an accident. All you were looking to do is steal the car to score some drugs. You never meant for the woman to get hurt. Now, if you cooperate here, I can help you.
Wasn't me.
Who'd you vote for, Eddie? Did you vote for George W. Bush? George W. Bush is your worst nightmare at this moment. Know why? He proposed legislation to bring back the death penalty in every state, and it's about 3 weeks from passing here in Massachusetts. And I can tell you, my office is chomping for that first chance. Here we have a carjacking, every citizen's biggest fear. A dead mother with a 3-year-old child. The husband is a city councilman. You're going to die, Eddie.
Excuse me, Detective. I'm attorney James Berluti. You're holding one of my clients, Edward Larson. I'd like to see him, please.
1 second.
And why would you help me? Just tell me that.
Now, he's right out there. Do you know who Paul Salucci is? He's the governor of Massachusetts, and he's out there. He's a friend of George W. Bush. Excuse me a second. Jimmy, you were supposed to bring Eleanor her dinner.
I had Lucy do it. I represent Eddie Larson.
I heard.
This is Karen Larson, his sister, high school classmate of mine.
Hello.
I'd like all questioning to stop, please.
Fine, we already finished, actually. He's been taken to booking.
Well, how long till he's brought back up?
We're not bringing him up. You'll have to wait till arraignment.
Why?
Because that's the procedure. You know that. Booking to arraignment. You can see him before he goes into court if you want. All right?
No more questions.
You have my word. It was nice meeting you, Miss Larson. Sorry it had to be under these circumstances. She better have gotten her food.
She did.
So what now?
He'll be arraigned in court first thing. I'll meet with him in his cell before they take him in. Come on, let's get some coffee.
Governor Salucci saw the news. He's not just George W. Bush's friend, but also Councilman Reed's. Okay, you asked why would I want to help you. For me to answer that, I have to be able to trust you. Because what I am about to tell you could get me in trouble. I have a personal relationship with your lawyer. You may not even realize you have a lawyer yet, Eddie, but you do. His name is James Berluti, and he happens to be a lifelong friend of your sister Karen. Now, as a favor for her, he's asking a favor of me. You never heard that. Do you understand what I'm telling you? For God's sake, Eddie. For your sake. I'm the only person who can save your life. Tell me what happened.
I only meant to steal the car. Somehow, her jacket. I never meant to kill her.
I know you didn't, Eddie.
You confessed?
Only that I meant to steal the car.
Did they read you your rights, tell you you didn't have to talk?
Yes, but the DA told me I'd get the death penalty if I didn't cooperate. And
The death penalty? We don't have a death penalty in Massachusetts.
it's about to pass in 3 weeks.
Who told you that?
The DA.
What else did she tell you?
That she could help. That she was doing you a favor since you're friends with Karen.
How'd you know I was friends with Karen? Wait a second. This says it was signed at 9:35 p.m. Is that when you signed this?
Around then, yeah.
And this is when you confessed, around this time?
Yeah, I signed it as soon as I finished.
Where did that take place?
At the police station.
I was there last night at 8 o'clock. Did you know that?
No.
You lied to me. You questioned him after I was there. You got his confession at 9:35. You lied to me.
I'm sorry I had to do that.
You're sorry? You lied to me point blank and you're sorry.
What's the big atrocity, Jimmy, that the truth came out?
Don't give me that.
I was there last night. I saw a little boy pulled from a wreckage. I saw his eyes go to his dead mother.
This isn't about that, and you know it. This is about legal ethics, Helen. It's about the law.
And I acted within the law.
You think so?
I know so.
Let's see what a judge has to say, because I'm moving to suppress this confession.
Fine.
Have a good look in the mirror last night.
You can do everything within the bounds of the law to free your murderers. I can't try just as hard to put them away?
You went outside the bounds of the law.
No, I didn't, Jimmy. Look it up.
Slow down.
I can't. I'm too upset. She also told him the victim was married to a city councilman. The guy's no councilman. He's a pharmacist.
So she talked to him after you said stop? After?
Yes. And she admits it. She says it's legal.
Rebecca.
I'm already on it. I haven't pulled anything up yet.
Well, I say you bring a motion to suppress.
I'm doing that. Don't worry.
Have you done it yet?
No, but...
Good. Do it before Judge Kittleson.
He's already been arraigned.
Has this judge assigned it yet?
No, we just pled not guilty.
Good. Let's get it before Judge Kittleson. She won't go for that crap, and she's seen Helen pull it before.
She lied right to my face. Right to my face!
How could he get off if he confessed?
He's not getting off, Mr. Reed. All I'm saying is, if the defense is successful in suppressing his confession, our case becomes extremely thin.
He got Miranda, didn't he?
Yes, but... Look, the law supports us. I'm very confident. I think you should be with your son and let me deal with this.
Promise me you won't let him go free, Miss Gamble. Promise me that.
He's not going free. Don't worry. I call your Honor's attention to Moran versus Burbine. This is a 1986 U.S. Supreme Court case.
I'm aware of the case, Ms. Gamble.
Then you know the court's position. The state has no duty to inform a suspect when a lawyer is trying to reach him.
I understand the opinion, Counselor. It's the reasoning that troubles me.
Everything depends on the suspect's state of mind. He knew he could have a lawyer. He chose not to ask for one. The fact that a lawyer was asking for him, it's irrelevant.
That's ridiculous.
Really, why don't you call Justice Rehnquist and tell him that?
I was intentionally lied to. She gave me her word she would stop asking questions.
And I maintain I am allowed to lie.
To an officer of the court.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Eddie Larson didn't want a lawyer. The fact that I lied to Mr. Berluti didn't influence that decision.
The Supreme Court found this behavior to be inappropriate, objectionable.
But ultimately legal.
Under the federal Constitution. This is a case under the Massachusetts Constitution.
And in the absence of controlling state law interpretation, the Supreme Court...
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Please.
As of now, the states are divided. In some, it's still okay to keep a suspect from his lawyer. But the majority of states reject that rule. New York, California, Florida, they all say the same thing. A suspect has a right to know when his lawyer is trying to reach him.
That's not the law in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
It's never been addressed here.
I'll take the matter under advisement. I'll let you know when I make a decision. Until then, we're adjourned.
Come on, Helen.
You know, don't you start on me.
I will. What you did was
Look, you do what you do. I do what I do. Why is it personal every single time I try?
Because you lied to me, and that's personal.
Oh, you know, for God's sake.
That's enough.
You accuse innocent people in an open courtroom.
Well, this is different from
now
that.
you
All of you.
guilty client and you
Quiet! Wait till my ruling. Until then, try to conduct yourselves with some civility.
Do you think I was wrong?
Absolutely not. Of course we're allowed to lie. That's why I went into law. Defense lawyers, they cheat all the time, calling themselves civil rights activists as they put serial killers back out on the street. But with us, it's a big double standard.
I did feel a little greasy. But Richard, without this confession, he'll go free. He dragged a woman to death.
You have nothing to apologize for.
I need the speech.
Which one?
Anyone, just give me any speech.
It's an evolving cesspool. With the proliferation of drugs and guns, compounded with a total national moral bankruptcy, kids being raised with no compass of right and wrong, there is rape, there is violence, there is depravity on every street in every city, and with the cancerous corruption of police officers, it now falls to the district attorney alone to stem the tide. To fight the outbreak of lawlessness that is spreading like a fungus. We are it, Helen. The prosecuting attorney, the district attorney, the noble prosecutor. We represent the last bastion of morality, of justice, and of truth. And if we have to lie to keep it that way, we will damn well do it.
She's got her decision.
Miss Gamble.
Hey, how's he doing?
You know, I wouldn't have brought him, but he's a little clingy.
Yeah.
Is this unusual, that the judge would rule so fast?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's a good sign. If she were going to depart from the Supreme Court, I suspect she would have taken at least a day or two to consider that.
Mr. Reed, my brother.
I know.
I basically raised him myself. He's had some problems with drugs, but he would never intentionally hurt a person. I'm so sorry for your loss, sir.
We should go in.
All rise.
Be seated.
Ms. Gamble, while I understand your gallant pursuit of justice, it is unfortunate you choose to do so at the expense of your own integrity, as well as that of the process. Nonetheless, the Supreme Court has made its decision, and while I respectfully disagree, I am bound to accept it. I find Ms. Gamble's actions did not violate our federal Constitution. The motion to suppress on those grounds is denied. This is, however, a state prosecution and must be considered also in light of our state constitution, which, without binding precedent, I am charged to interpret to determine if it grants the citizens of this Commonwealth more protection than our federal system provides. I find that it does. I find that in Massachusetts, the police must inform a suspect when a lawyer tries to render assistance.
Your Honor.
Sit down, Miss Gamble. Moreover, it's bad enough that we have DAs lying to suspects. But when they start lying to defense counsel as well, we are the system, Miss Gamble. The players have to play honestly. Mr. Larson's confession is hereby suppressed. Without the confession, I find insufficient evidence to hold the defendant. He is free to go. This case is dismissed without prejudice. This court is adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Ballooney. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So it's over.
Well, we can always refile, but...
But what?
Well, without the defendant's confession, we basically have no case, Mr. Reed.
What about the gloves? I mean, they found the gloves.
The gloves don't exactly tie the defendant to the car. Plus, we can't use the gloves.
Why not?
Because he told us where to find them. Anything his confession led us to, it's fruits of a poisonous tree.
So you doing what you did basically secured this man's freedom?
What I did appears to have backfired. Yes.
They can refile. No double jeopardy has attached. Have you got that, Eddie?
You've said it 6 times, Mr. Young. Do I seem like an idiot?
Do you seem like an idiot? You confessed. You believed the DA when she told you we had the death penalty coming.
I'm not a lawyer.
That's why it's important you listen to us. If anyone comes calling for an interview, say no. Right now, all the prosecution evidence is connected to the confession. And as long as it stays that way, you stay free.
He's not going to talk to anybody. I'll make sure of that.
I'm not a murderer, Mr. Young.
Eddie?
All right. We don't need to do this.
I didn't even know there was a kid in the car. And I didn't know I just sped away. I didn't know she was caught in the door.
You didn't hear her?
No, I didn't hear anything. Until from the back seat, I heard a little voice. I heard, "Where's Mommy?" I turned and I saw him. A little boy. That must have been when I ran the stop sign. When I got out of the car, I saw her lying there. I didn't know what I'd done.
door so that...
Miss, we're gonna get him with your permission or without your
Okay,
permission.
I'll get him. They say they're FBI.
What's going on?
We're here to arrest Edward Larson.
Why?
What's happening?
Edward Larson, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Reed.
Hold on. Those charges were dismissed.
The charge is federal carjacking, pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 2119.
You have no right to do
You have the
this.
right to remain silent.
You have no right to...
Please put your hands behind your back, sir.
Don't say anything, Eddie. We'll meet you down there. Don't say anything to these people.
Are you behind it?
Eleanor, I can't talk to you about this.
Why?
Why? Because you're a partner there.
As roommates, we
As roommates, we fight over Scrabble. Please, I'm not about to discuss this case.
Can you just tell me why you're pushing it so?
He did kill a woman. Have we all lost sight of that?
Nearly all of your cases are homicides, Helen. You're pushing harder on this one. Why?
Yeah, you know what went through my mind that night? As they were pulling that little boy from the car and his mother was laying dead on the street, I thought of you. And I thought of Lindsay. And I tried to imagine your child having to... if you were killed. And I couldn't even imagine it, Eleanor. I also made a promise to that husband, the father. To answer your question, yeah, I'm behind it.
This is blatant forum shopping, Your Honor. They lost in state court, so now they try federal.
We're certainly not bound by state court.
You're bound by fairness.
Well, I don't see the problem, Mr. Young. Your client is charged with a federal crime, and that charge should be heard in a federal court.
Well, as you can see, the state court threw out the confession because it was obtained after the local DA lied to counsel.
Yes, Judge Kittleson made a determination that lying to counsel was impermissible under Massachusetts law. But again, we're in federal court now, and what the district attorney did is permissible under federal law.
Look, my client was coerced into confessing, not by the federal government, by a state prosecutor acting under state authority.
Now you're saying something completely different. Are you suggesting the confession wasn't voluntary?
Yes. In addition to Helen Gamble lying to me, she coerced the defendant with the threat of a death sentence.
Well, if you want to move to suppress on that, I'll hear you. But her lying to you, she can do it. What do you want to do?
We're moving to suppress on grounds that the confession was a result of government coercion.
11 o'clock. Have your witnesses ready.
Well, hold on 1 second. Our client is stupid.
And why should that concern me?
Well, I'd ask, Your Honor, that whatever he says in this suppression hearing, it can't be used against him in trial.
What?
We would never let this idiot take the stand, not in a million years. But he's the only one who can testify as to what happened in that interrogation room.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to give him testimonial immunity.
You can't be serious.
Mr. Young, they can't use his testimony as part of its case in chief. But to impeach...
I'm not talking about impeachment. I'm talking about new evidence that my client might be stupid enough to give them. New information that the government doesn't have yet, and if he does, I need an order. Anything they learn from my client can't be used against him.
That has never been granted for new evidence.
Otherwise, the government gets a potential windfall from a coerced confession.
He has a point.
Now, first of all, it wasn't coercion.
We won't know that till we have a hearing. And the hearing would be Eddie Larson's version of events. And there's no way I can put him on the stand if what he says can be used against him in trial. I need immunity.
I oppose.
I'm granting the defendant's request.
On what authority? You're granting him special protection on grounds of stupidity?
When an ingenious district attorney preys on that stupidity, yes. He gets use immunity for his testimony at this hearing only. Now, let's all get real for a second. If the confession gets tossed, the man goes free. If it survives, he's looking at a sure conviction with a life sentence. There's got to be a meeting place, gentlemen. Let him plead to the charge. Cap his sentence at 10 years, and we can all sleep.
We'll take that to our client.
No.
You're sure, Mr. Sanders?
I'm sure.
See you all in 1 hour.
First, she told me they had witnesses, which turned out to be a lie. And she tells me Massachusetts is about to pass the death penalty.
Did you believe her?
Yes, I did. She said they were passing it everywhere and that Massachusetts was about 3 weeks away and I would be executed. Carjack, dead mother, city councilman. That was also a lie. The husband isn't really a city councilman.
Let's just stick to what Ms. Gamble told you.
She looked me right in the eye and said, "You are going to die."
What else?
She said she could help me. If I confessed, she could keep me from dying. That she'd do a favor for you, because you're friends with my sister.
Mr. Larson, were you in actual fear of dying?
Yes. She said Paul Salucci saw it on the news and he was waiting outside.
She told you the Governor Salucci was at the police station?
And he'd scored big points with the president by executing me.
So when you decided to confess this crime to Miss Gamble?
I thought I had to in order to save my life. If I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear, I was dead.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Gamble told you there were witnesses who saw you get in the car. Yes? Witnesses who saw you drive off, dragging the wife? Yes.
Did you know right then that she was lying to you, sir, or did you find out later?
I found out later.
So you were afraid. People really did see you commit the crime.
Yes, I was.
And you believed Massachusetts was about to pass the death penalty.
Yes.
And you believed Governor Salucci personally came down to the police station to see that you were executed.
She told me he was friends with George W. Bush, that's right.
I did tell him he could get the death penalty, yes.
And Governor Salucci?
Well, I don't know whether he bought that. What seemed to make an impression was the idea that we had witnesses.
How did that make an impression?
I told him he was seen getting into the car dragging the woman. I also said the driver of the pickup made him. When I told him that, his face dropped. He knew he was facing a conviction.
Objection.
In my opinion.
What else did you say to him?
That was pretty much it. I mainly tried to sympathize as best as I could, so he would believe me when I promised to help him.
And did you plan on helping him, Ms. Gamble?
No.
You're the only person who had the opportunity to observe what it was that persuaded Mr. Larson to confess.
That's correct.
In your opinion, what did persuade him?
Basically, it seemed he knew he was caught, and his only shot for leniency was to cooperate.
Thank you, Ms. Gamble.
That's what convinced him, huh? That he was caught?
In my opinion.
Your opinion? In a way, we kind of have to take your word on that, don't we? Ms. Gamble, the night my client was arrested, we had a conversation in the precinct. A conversation where you promised not to question my client, correct?
Yes.
You gave me your word, isn't that right?
Yes.
And after waiting for me to leave, you nonetheless continued to question him.
Yes, but to be clear, that is a legal tactic authorized by the United States Supreme Court.
Is it a legal tactic to lie here today?
Objection. This hearing isn't about what Ms. Gamble told Mr. Berluti.
Ms. Gamble is giving testimony that puts her credibility in issue. The fact that she lied to counsel goes to her credibility, her reputation for truthfulness.
I'll allow it.
You lied to me, didn't you, Helen?
Objection to the informality.
The informality is because we're friends. Are we not friends, Helen?
I don't know, Jimmy. Are we?
You lied to a friend.
Objection.
All right, Mr. Belluti.
After you left that interview room to see me, and you went back in, you told Mr. Larson that you went out to see Governor Cellucci, didn't you?
Yes.
And did you tell him Governor Cellucci witnessed a crime?
No.
You told him Governor Cellucci had an interest in seeing Mr. Larson put to death, didn't you?
I intimated that, yes.
And it was shortly after that Mr. Larson gave you this confession, wasn't it?
That was the timing of it, not necessarily the reason for it.
I guess we have your word on that.
Objection.
Nothing further.
Mr. Sanders?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, the witness may step down. Does the defense have anything else?
I'd like to make a closing statement, Your Honor.
I'll hear you.
She told him he would die. Clearly, the intent was to scare him, to put him in fear for his life, and it worked. But when you put a gun to somebody's head, and effectively, that's exactly what Helen Gamble did, you can't call the resulting behavior voluntary. The coercion here was blatant, it was egregious, and it is illegal under our Constitution. The federal one. Now, the United States Supreme Court has spoken on this, and they've done so unequivocally, Your Honor. Confessions are not admissible if they are not voluntary. She told him, you will die if you don't confess. Mr. Larson made this confession to save his life. It was involuntary, it was coercion, and as a matter of law, it is unconstitutional.
Mr. Larson was given his Miranda rights. He could have stayed in that room and remained silent, and there would have been nothing Miss Gamble or anybody else could have done to make him talk. Once he started talking, Miss Gamble had every right, in fact, she had a duty to interrogate him. Once you start talking to the police, they have the right to talk back, to question, and yes, to interrogate. Every interrogation, Your Honor, almost every one of them, the police interrogator threatens the suspect with the sanctions of the law. Cooperate, or you'll be punished more severely. That's an interrogational tactic employed by every detective. And Helen Gamble threatened Eddie Larson that way, said he would be punished to the full effect of the law, that being the death penalty.
Yes, except that Massachusetts doesn't have capital punishment.
No, they don't, but that goes to trickery, Your Honor. Yes, she tricked him. Yes, she lied, but there's no constitutional prohibition against that. We are allowed to lie to suspects if we have to. The kind of threat Mr. Young speaks of, the kind banned by the Supreme Court, that goes to the threat of physical force or the threat of lawlessness. Nowhere ever does the court say that a police interrogation can't threaten aggressive prosecution, and that is all Helen Gamble did. Now, finally, Your Honor, let's remember the underlying concern the court had about coercion. The worry was an innocent man might confess to something he didn't do. Now, that concern clearly isn't in play here. Mr. Larson dragged that woman to death. He said as much. Now, that may not be technically relevant for the purpose of this hearing, but I think Your Honor might consider it for texture. Every case has a context. A woman is dead. And we're not here asking you for a conviction, but at least give us a trial.
Do you think he'll take a long time to decide?
Well, he asked us to stick around. That tells me it'll be quick.
What do you think?
I don't know, Karen. I think the confession was coerced, but no judge likes to put a guilty man back out there.
I just don't want him to lose his whole life.
Here comes Eugene.
They still don't want a deal. It's in the judge's hands, Karen.
Thank you, Miss Gamble. I know how hard you've tried here.
Listen, I may have made a mistake with the confession. If so,
All rise. Be seated.
The problem in making these determinations, the test is mainly objective. It has to be. Constitutional rights can't be customized depending on the intelligence of a suspect. We apply a reasonable man test. Here, the reasonable man quite likely wouldn't have felt coerced by Ms. Gamble's conduct. The reasonable man quite likely wouldn't have thought that Governor Cellucci was waiting in the wings or that the death penalty was about to pass into legislation. But the test has a modicum of subjectivity. Most criminals are stupid. While I'm loath to start giving them special protection for the very lapses of judgment which factor into their decisions to commit crimes in the first place, the bottom line is we have to decide on a case-by-case basis. Was the confession made voluntarily? To really know, we would have to get inside Mr. Larson's roomy skull, which we really can't do. Based on what I've heard in this room, I feel Mr. Larson was, in fact, coerced. And I'm suppressing the confession. I therefore also dismiss the case without prejudice, and the defendant is free to go.
Again, thank you. Will I be arrested anymore?
I don't think so.
Set.
Yeah.
We'll see you. Okay, thanks.
You stinker!
Previously on the practice.
I'm on call for my rape crisis center today. Is that gonna be okay?
I thought you were just in training.
I thought you were volunteering nights.
I finished training this weekend, and I am volunteering nights. Can I get you anything? Blanket, maybe? No! She panicked. She totally panicked.
Well, you won't do that next time.
There's not gonna be a next time. Maddie.
Are you Lucy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm gonna see you at the clinic, right?
I'll be there.
Harlan Bassett to see Eugene Young. Is he available? Eugene? She's my niece, so naturally I have a vested interest. Besides her being innocent,
Is it a burglar?
No, just shoplifting. It's a false ID, Eugene. Are you certain this is the woman you saw?
I am.
Positive?
Yes.
At this time, I would ask that the real Emma Luger please stand up.
I will see counsel in chambers. Both of you are in contempt.
I didn't know.
I told you I would hold you accountable. You're in contempt.
Who's your DA? Helen Gamble. You know, I actually really like working with her. Don't you have a kid to go home to?
I do, and I'm going. How late are you gonna be?
Oh, not much longer.
Richard.
Guzman, 18 months.
That's the same offer you made over the phone.
I know. I came here to make it in person.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just think you should take the deal on Guzman.
The drugs weren't his. I can't recommend him to take...
He won't win this.
You're acting a little odd. Why have you come down here?
I'm talking to you now not just as a DA, Lindsay, but one with whom your firm has a relationship. Do your client a very big favor and convince him to take this deal.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. What is going on?
I'm just here to suggest very strongly that he take the 18 months. That's all I will say.
The offer's rejected.
Lindsay, please.
Tell me more than what you're telling me.
I can't.
The offer's rejected.
Months doesn't seem like a terrible offer.
He says the drugs weren't his.
Understood, but if your defense is the police planted them when he's got a prior...
Well, first of all, I think I can beat the search.
What if you can't? Will the deal still be there?
I don't know.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Eugene? I saw you, Eugene. Very funny.
After the detective, I'll call you to the stand. You'll make the ID, and then I'll ask you to describe the rape. Now, I'm gonna need you to be as detailed as possible. Okay, Meredith? Meredith.
Okay.
Look, I know this is rough, but I'll be there with you. I'll walk you through this.
I don't understand why it's me who has to go on trial.
You won't be on trial. It's just gonna seem that way. I'll come get you in a few minutes.
Okay. Your parents didn't fly in? I talked them out of it. The truth is, the less people that know me in there, the better. Meredith, you don't have any shame in this. I know, but that defense attorney, he is gonna blame me. You said that yourself. I also said that that's standard strategy in date rape cases. If you just go in there and stay strong, stick to the truth, you're gonna be fine. Thank you for being here. I would have never made it this far. Well, you have. There's just a little further to go.
The stuff wasn't mine.
10 grams, Manny. You could be looking at a lot of time.
Look, if they're offering 18 months, that tells me the DA knows this is weak.
Maybe he knows the drugs were planted.
I don't think he'd prosecute if he thought that. Look,
This DA, he seems to be suggesting that something else could be in play here. Do you know what that could be?
No. Could he be bluffing? Afraid he might lose the suppression hearing.
It's possible, but I didn't get that feeling.
Why not just try with the motion to suppress? And if we lose,
My concern is the state may pull the plea if they win on that.
The stuff wasn't mine. I'm not gonna cop to it. Let's try to suppress. We'll go from there.
Miss Dole. Look, I basically raised my brother. He never knew his father. He's an honest kid, and he's made mistakes. But he owns them when he does. Like, what I'm trying to say is, if he says the drugs weren't his, they weren't his.
I'll do my best, Hector.
Miss Dole, look, I've done okay for myself. I have the auto shop and all, but Manny, he's good at school even. He's got a chance at college.
I'll help your brother as best I can.
Thank you.
I developed the case. I already settled out with the doctor. I just need...
$45,000. 13-year-old girl, liver failure? 45 seems low.
They needed the money. Plus, the drug company is the deep pocket here.
Well, have they offered anything?
Not yet, but you know how this goes. Things get settled on the courthouse steps. I expect an offer.
Oh, you do?
The girl got hurt bad, Eugene, like you say, and these big drug companies, they don't like the publicity of trials.
They don't like to set a precedent of settling either. Now, you said this drug comes with a warning to doctors. Not proven to be safe and effective on children under 16.
Saying not proven safe is different from saying dangerous. I'm telling you, Eugene, there's a case here. They'll settle this.
Okay. And why do you need me?
Well, my track record in product liability cases, I don't think I exactly put the fear of God in them. Now, your case where you took on the EPA, a $30 million verdict.
It was cut down.
But you got the verdict. If I have you guys on board as co-counsel, I know I can chip the settlement up. I'll give you a third of my contingency.
Harlan, I don't know.
Please. These are good people, Eugene.
Yeah, but every time I sign up with you, I end up getting embarrassed.
That's not going to happen this time. I've worked hard here. I developed the file. I beat their motion to dismiss. I got it to trial. I got it to trial.
But you don't think you can win at trial. That's why you're so desperate to settle.
I just want to be sure they get something.
We had been to a party, and he was walking me home.
The defendant?
Yes. And we got about halfway to my dorm when...
When what, Meredith?
Well, first he just started saying that he was gonna come back to my room with me so that we could fool around.
What did you say to that?
I think I laughed it off. I didn't want to be mean, so I didn't really answer him. And then, when we got to my room, we went inside.
You let him in?
Yes. We were still talking. And I had some soda in my refrigerator, so we had a drink. And then suddenly he just grabbed me, and he tried to kiss me.
What did you do then?
I pushed him off. I mean, we weren't even on a date. He was just walking me home from a party.
And what happened after you tried to push him off?
I think I laughed again. I don't know, to make the situation less awkward, but I told him, no, it's time to go. And he grabbed me again.
After you said no?
Yes. He pushed me onto the floor.
And then what, Meredith?
He pulled up my skirt. And he pulled my panties down.
What did you do?
I tried to fight him off.
but he had my knees pinned to the floor. And I couldn't. And then he was forcing himself inside of me.
Did you have intercourse?
It wasn't intercourse.
At any time, did you consent to this?
No. He was raping me.
I was on night patrol when I saw the defendant run the stop sign. I pulled him over.
What happened next?
As I approached the defendant's vehicle, he made a furtive gesture.
What exactly did he do?
He reached under the seat as if he was going for a weapon.
And what did you do, officer?
Fearing for my safety, I pulled out my service revolver and asked him to step out of the vehicle. I then began to search the vehicle for a possible weapon.
Did you find any?
No, but under the driver's seat was a plastic bag containing what was later determined to be 10 grams of crack cocaine. I placed the defendant under arrest and advised him of his rights.
You feared for your safety.
That's correct.
After you got the defendant out of his car, what did you do next?
I searched for weapons.
Did you call for backup?
No, I thought I could handle it.
Did you pat frisk?
Actually, I thought the weapon was in the vehicle.
How about handcuffs?
At that point, no.
You were alone, and you left my client unrestrained and unsupervised?
Like I said, I thought I could
While
handle
you were
it.
searching the vehicle, where was the defendant standing?
A few feet behind me, I guess.
You turned your back on him, while in fear for your safety.
Only for about 30 seconds or so.
Your Honor, we move to suppress all evidence in this case. Officer LeMay's search here clearly does not fall under the Terry exception. He has failed to provide any legal basis for a weapon search.
The fact that the defendant made a furtive gesture is not disputed here. If you consider the defendant's suspicious behavior, the time of night, the neighborhood, a reasonable police officer would have feared for his safety and searched the car.
Perhaps, but the fact remains, Officer LeMay failed to conduct a simple pat frisk. That tells me he wasn't threatened by this defendant, nor was he concerned for his safety. I am finding the search to be illegal. Charges are dismissed.
Thank you so much.
Daniel Guzman, you're under arrest.
Get your hands up.
Step back, sir. What's going on here?
Immigration, Your Honor. We're placing this man under arrest.
On what grounds?
Violations of the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act.
What?
What's happening?
You're deporting him? Don't worry, Manny, I'll take care of this. Don't say a word to anybody, okay? Do not talk.
Where to?
I guess the conference room.
What's going on?
Oh, Harlan Bassett.
Yes, I know. What's going on?
Eugene and I have a settlement conference.
Here?
Yes. Opposing counsel wanted to have it at my office. I think because they suspect I don't have one.
Harlan, I can't have our office cluttered up.
I will make it all neat, I swear.
Eugene. I didn't know he was going to bring this stuff here. What's this case and what's our involvement?
Product liability against a drug company that injured a little girl. Harlan did.
This guy ponies you up every time.
I told him I'd join him for a settlement conference. That's all it will be.
Why can't you ever say no to this guy?
Very good question.
You invited my client into your dormitory room, didn't you, Miss Dancer?
I didn't invite him in to have sex.
You invited him in, offered him a drink.
A soda.
Had you been drinking alcohol that evening?
I had had some alcoholic punch, yes.
And Ms. Danzer, when you say that my client grabbed you and kissed you against your will, you admit that you kissed him back. Isn't that correct?
I kissed him a little bit, but I wasn't reciprocating. I didn't want to...
You didn't want to what? Rebuff his advances?
I didn't want to totally hurt his feelings. But he knew that I wasn't interested.
Move to strike.
Sustained. Miss Dancer, please don't tell us what he knew.
I told him to stop. I pushed him off of me.
After this incident occurred...
It wasn't an incident, it was rape.
After it occurred, did you then call the police?
Eventually.
How long after this incident did you call the police?
3 days.
3 days.
I was confused.
Confused about whether you'd been raped?
I was in shock. I needed to talk to someone, so I went to the Rape Crisis Center to talk to a counselor.
You met with a rape counselor?
Yes, at the Boston Crisis Center.
Do you remember the counselor's name?
Yeah. Lucy Hatcher, she's right there.
What did you tell Miss Hatcher?
Objection, privilege.
Sustained.
Did you become clear that you'd been raped after talking to this counselor?
Yes.
After meeting with this counselor, that's when you decided to call the police?
Yes.
I'm an American.
You were born in this country.
No, but
I adopted Manny when he was a year old. He was my sister's boy. She came here from Colombia to get her green card. She was only here for a month when she was killed in a car accident.
You legally adopted him?
Yes, I have all the court papers.
Did you file papers with the Immigration Service?
Nobody advised me I had to do that.
Okay. Technically, Manny isn't a resident of this country.
What? Why?
You're not a U.S. citizen. And because you have a felony drug conviction on your record, the INS has the power to remove you. They want to send you back to Colombia.
Back to Colombia? He doesn't even know anyone in Colombia. We have no family there.
He doesn't even speak Spanish.
Something is going on here. I don't know what, but...
The drug conviction was over a year ago. Why do they want to deport him now?
I thought she wanted to have sex.
She said that she pushed you off.
Yes, 1 second she was pushing me off, the next she was kissing me.
Did she tell you to stop?
She said no a couple times, but...
But what?
It wasn't no, like don't. It was more no, like we shouldn't be doing this.
Well, what was the difference in your mind?
Well, we weren't even on a date. We just met at a party, and I was walking her home. She didn't... I felt she wanted to have sex, but was conflicted about it, about seeming promiscuous.
Did you force yourself on her?
No. I definitely took the initiative, but I thought I was doing something we both wanted.
Now, after you had sex, Mr. Smith, then what happened?
We shared a ginger ale. We talked for a while, and then I left.
Was she crying, or...?
No.
Did she seem upset?
No. I mean, she did have some regret, but...
What kind of regret?
Well, she just kept saying we really shouldn't have done that, and that she's not the type of girl who meets a man and has sex. But she wasn't angry at me. She seemed to be more angry at herself.
Did she rip her own clothes?
No, I probably did that.
What about the bruise on her left wrist?
If I did that, I certainly never realized I was hurting her.
So when she said no, you figured she didn't really mean it, and therefore you took the initiative?
I guess that's right.
So you bruised her wrist, you tore her clothes off, she told you to stop. But in your mind, you figured she really wanted it.
Yes. A lot of women, they don't want to be thought of as promiscuous, so they'll resist a little even though they really want you to keep going.
I see. I think we can end with that answer. Nothing further.
The witness may step down.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd like to call Lucy Hatcher to the stand.
Objection. This witness has no competence or foundation.
This witness was the turning point in Ms. Danzer's decision to falsely accuse my client of rape, and I would like to cross-examine her.
Any communication between Miss Danzer and her counselor is privilege.
The privilege is outweighed by the defendant's right to a fair trial.
Only if Miss Hatcher is aware of exculpatory evidence. That's not the case here.
Your Honor, that's exactly what I'm looking to find out. This is a criminal trial. My client faces serious charges. I should be allowed to explore this issue.
I'll see Miss Hatcher in chambers tomorrow morning.
Okay. You were trying to tell me something last night.
I can't really talk on the record, Lindsay. Off the record, if you'd like to have a seat. Six weeks ago, an undercover narcotics officer was shot and killed in the back room of a Lawrence bar. Your client was there.
Was he involved?
I don't think so. But he saw who did it. The police believe it was somebody Manny used to run with during his drug days. Basically, your client's a material witness who's not talking.
So this is leverage.
Seems so.
And those drugs were planted in his car to get leverage.
That I don't know. All I can say, Lindsay, the police are on a mission to get the killer. Your guy's caught in the middle.
This is extortion.
All the charges are legitimate. The motive for bringing them isn't really relevant. That's why I wanted to settle this quickly, before all this stuff went into motion. I can't really interfere now.
What's the offer?
If he credibly IDs the shooter, Manny will get an S visa. He can stay in the country indefinitely.
What if he doesn't know who the shooter is?
He's got a problem.
If rape counselors can be forced to testify, what good will they be?
Perhaps not as...
Victims will be afraid to talk to me.
I just need to know the details of your first conversation, so I can make a determination as to whether...
Why?
How did you help her decide she had been raped?
That's privilege.
I'm overriding that privilege.
What?
I'm allowing your testimony.
I asked you if there was something you knew that I didn't.
I didn't know that had anything to do with this.
If you saw...
I didn't. I was there. I didn't see anything.
Manny, this is not the time to cover for a friend.
I'm not. How can they just do this?
They're the INS. With a felony conviction, they can deport a non-citizen, which you are. You will be gone. I can't prevent that. They're offering you a visa if you cooperate. You saw it. Tell me.
I can't.
Manny, you're about to be deported to a country where you don't know anybody. The only person that can help you here is you.
This is lawyer-client, right?
Of course.
You can't repeat nothing, not to anyone.
Of course not.
It was my brother.
What? Your brother was the shooter?
Hector's a dealer, Miss Stoll. He runs the Noddle shop as a cover. I can't give him up.
If you want to stay in this country...
I can't give up my brother.
Why am I here?
Well, if we have more of an army, they'll take us more seriously. You can just sit there quiet.
Look, I do have work to do.
They're due here any second. The meeting should take a half hour, tops.
Do you have a squeal number?
What?
Squeal number, a number you'll take.
Well, 6 figures would be good. Listen, Eugene, it's probably best if you kind of lead the meeting.
Lead the meeting?
Just start things off. You know how your firm is prepared to try this case if we...
My firm is not prepared to try the case. You are scheduled for trial next week. My firm doesn't know the case. We will not be trying it. And if you think for a second...
Gentlemen, come right in. We're all ready for you.
That's John Raverson.
You know him?
Do I know him?
Mr. Bassett?
Mr. Bassett.
I did not convince Meredith she had been raped. She came to the Rape Crisis Center because she knew she had been raped.
Have you ever tried to convince someone to press charges when they hadn't been raped?
No.
According to her testimony, Meredith decided to press charges only after talking to you.
We talked about the legal definition. And after hearing the facts, I told her she should speak to the police.
So you gave her the legal definition?
Yes.
Are you a lawyer?
No, sir, I'm not.
But you know enough about the law to advise her to call the police?
Enough to give her that option, yes.
Who called the police, you or Ms. Danzer?
Actually, I did. She was emotionally
You did? And you told the police that she'd been raped?
No. I told them I was a rape crisis counselor and that
Is
I
it your
had...
testimony, Ms. Hatcher, that Ms. Danzer came to the conclusion that she was raped independently of your influence?
I can't really know that, Mr. Tagger.
Well, could she have
The
been?
witness has answered she doesn't know.
Withdrawn. When a person is sexually assaulted, is this something that she gets over easily with counseling?
Of course not.
In fact, some of these victims carry the trauma with them for a long time, do they not?
Some the rest of their lives.
Many are angry. Would that be consistent with your testimony?
Yes.
Have you ever been sexually assaulted, Ms. Hatcher?
Objection.
Goes to bias, Your Honor.
I'll allow it.
Have you ever been sexually assaulted?
Yes.
Your dentist molested you while you were under anesthesia.
Yes.
And the superintendent at your apartment secretly installed cameras and he photographed you.
Your Honor, this has no probative value.
I'm allowing it, Miss Campbell. Please sit down.
Truthfully, Ms. Hatcher, when you decided to become a rape crisis counselor, is it possible that your own anger was in play?
It had nothing to do with that.
Nothing at all.
No.
You've seen the discovery. The doctors have cited reflection as the cause.
Look, I'm not a scientist. None of us is here, so it wouldn't make much sense for us to debate liability. Our client has directed us not to settle.
I suspect your client doesn't really want a trial.
Actually, Mr. Young, in this case, they do. There's nothing better than a trial sometimes to send the message that you won't settle out, and this one presents a pretty risk-free opportunity in their minds.
You're here. Obviously, you've got a number.
Well, the number, I'm afraid, is 0. We're here to satisfy ourselves that it's the correct number.
We just beat the EPA for over $30 million on injuries that weren't even as bad.
They beat the EPA, Mr. Bassett. Now, while I salute your last-minute ingenuity in signing them up for shock value, we know who opposing counsel really is.
My firm is very prepared to be involved here.
This is complex product liability, and however impressive your talent, there's no way you could conceivably be ready to try this by next week. Mr. Bassett will have to lead this charge, whether he wants to or not.
We'll get a continuance.
He's gotten 6 of them. The judge indicated this last one was final. We're very sorry for the young girl's difficulties, but we maintain our client did not cause them. Thank you for agreeing to meet with us.
The man who just walked out of this room is one of the top 3 civil litigators in Boston. Are you ready to try this case against him?
How could they just remove a person from a country? Just because I forgot to file some adoption papers?
They're convinced he knows who shot this police officer.
What did he say?
He says he didn't see anything.
Can't you go to federal court and try to undo this?
I'm going in this afternoon. I've scheduled a hearing with a judge. But if I lose that, they'll take him. He'll be on a plane to Colombia. If he did see something, maybe you two can convince him to reveal what he can. It may be his only chance.
We'll talk to him.
I appreciate that.
I'd gone to the hospital because I had bruising,
From?
having sex. And the doctor who treated me, I guess he was concerned that maybe I'd been assaulted.
Had you been?
No. I guess it was pretty rough, but it was totally consensual.
Did you talk to Lucy Hatcher?
Yes.
And did you tell her that the sex was consensual?
Yes.
And how did she respond?
She tried to convince me that I'd been raped. She wanted to call the cops. I kept telling her it wasn't a rape, but she just didn't want to accept that.
Thank you, Cindy. Yours?
Have you ever needed to be hospitalized after having consensual sex before?
No.
You filed a police report, didn't you?
Because Lucy Hatcher convinced me to. She's the one who pushed it.
The rape counselor. The woman who you voluntarily talked to about what happened that night.
I wasn't raped.
Yet when a doctor asked you if you wanted to see a rape counselor, you said yes, didn't you?
Yes.
Nothing further.
The witness may step down.
She was raped, Helen. It was total date rape. Either she's too ashamed or she's in denial. I never convinced her to file a report.
All right, Lucy.
Well, can't you put me back up there to impeach her?
It won't do us any good.
The movers will pick up the files by 3 o'clock.
Okay.
I could sure use a second chair at the trial if you're interested.
Harlan, I don't know that I do you much good.
I could get you up to speed.
I just can't. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you don't mind. I scheduled a meeting here with the client. I didn't know how long we'd be tied up trying to settle if I could just borrow the conference room for another half hour or so.
Sure.
3 days later, she cries rape. After meeting with this Lucy Hatcher, who convinced her to cry rape. A rape counselor who had been victimized herself, who admitted herself that she didn't know whether she influenced Meredith Danzer's decision to call the police or not. Meredith told you that prior to her meeting with Ms. Hatcher, she was confused about whether she'd been raped. If the so-called victim is confused, ladies and gentlemen, of course you have reasonable doubt.
Meredith sought out a rape counselor. Lucy Hatcher didn't go to her. Her wrists were bruised. Her clothes were ripped. She said no. She tried to push Benjamin Smith off. He pinned her legs with his knees and forced himself in her. That is rape, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter how many days later it is reported. Non-consensual sex by force is rape.
All these cases involve discretion, and it's an abuse. Throwing this kid out of the country on a year-old drug conviction.
You know we have authority on this matter, Miss Dole.
I'm not challenging your authority. He was adopted at the age of 1. He's not from a foreign nation. He's from here.
It doesn't quite smell right, I grant you. But the discretion you speak of, Ms. Dole, is very wide.
They're using this to extort testimony. You cannot leverage deportation. Whatever this country is about, it can't be that.
Don't run him up the flagpole as a model citizen.
Well, he pretty much is a model citizen.
Then he should perform his civic duty and tell the government who killed the police officer.
You don't know that he saw anything.
He was in a 12 by 20-foot room.
But that doesn't mean...
If you're going to be disingenuous, don't cry foul.
All right. I'm not going to deny the removal petition.
Your Honor, please.
It sounds to me like your client's fate is in his own hands, counsel. Get him to accept their offer.
Being in Colombia, it's better than Hector doing life.
What will you do there? No family, no friends. You can't even speak Spanish. And Manny, understand this. You can never come back here, not even on a tourist visa.
Maybe I can sneak back in.
And if you're caught doing that, you could get 20 years, after which they'll deport you again. I know you love your brother very much, but this is too big a sacrifice. My advice, tell the police what you know.
I can't. It would kill my mother.
Losing you will hurt your mother more than...
Don't understand. It would kill my mother.
What are you talking about?
Hector says if I tell, they'll have her killed. And he'd do it, Miss Doe. You don't know how ruthless he can be.
Your brother would kill your mother? His mother? If...
He says he would. And from what I know, and from what I've seen, I'm not sure he wouldn't.
Will the defendant please rise? Madam Foreperson, has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
What say you?
Commonwealth versus Smith on the charge of rape. We find the defendant, Benjamin Smith, not guilty.
Members of the jury, this completes your service. You are dismissed with the thanks of the court. The defendant is free to go. We're adjourned.
I'm sorry.
You did your best.
And so did you, Meredith. You were very courageous coming in here.
Thank you.
If there's any way I can help you.
Thanks. I better go.
I never told her to lie or say anything.
I know you didn't.
I don't think I steered her. I don't think I did.
I'm sure you didn't mean to if you did. But if you did... It's the toughest part of my job, Luz. I make up my mind what the right result should be, and I'm tempted to steer my witnesses to accomplish that result. It's the toughest part of my job to resist that. Might be a difficult thing for you in your job, too.
May I help you?
I'm looking for Harlan Bassett.
Christine, hello. Hi, Annie.
How'd we do?
Well, didn't get the number I want yet. Eugene, this is Christine and Annie Mullen, our clients.
Hello. Hi, Annie. I'm Eugene Young.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
What did we get?
Well, they didn't want to settle at all.
What does that mean?
It means, sweetie, we're gonna go to trial.
And you're gonna beat them?
Well, it'll be tough. But, you know...
We're gonna try, Annie. Harlan? That drug did this to her?
Every bit of it. 6 months ago, she was completely healthy.
Get your files back into that room.
Yes, sir.
Annie, You up for a fight?
Yes.
You tough enough to take on the drug company?
I'll be as tough as I need to be.
That's what I want to hear.
Is there any way to reverse it?
I don't think so. I'll keep trying.
When would he be deported?
A week, maybe 2.
When my sister died, I promised myself I would take care of him. I would love him as my own.
We've certainly done that.
I'd appreciate it if you would keep working, whatever.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mrs. Guzman.
Yeah.
Good night.
I heard. It just came from Manny. Thanks for everything you did.
Sure.